live from wherever it's true to man, since the rest of the was turned to the man, so the rest of my city. And I've got to know you plus we got the rest of the world, so get the rest of now. Here goes the radio. Better do the local radio, we're doing a please, the big thing. Welcome to the show. I'm Jade. That's Steve.
Hey.
Alright, let's get to it. Before I do this review, let me tell you what is going on in the world of Toonami. Alright, so, first up, we have, next week, we have the Toonami airings of the Batman The Long Halloween Parts 1 and 2.
Ooh.
Then the week after that will be Amerithana Season 1 of Fino Pirate Princess, which it starts at 10:30 p.m. and ends all the way at like 4 a.m. I believe, or something like that. Let me check. Yes. 4:45 a.m. How about that?
Hey.
Tasty. And outside of Toonami, it looks like Naruto Shippuden is now airing reruns at 9 and 9:30 p.m. as well as, when possible, 4 and 4:30 a.m. And Samurai Jack is on at 5 and 5:30 on Saturdays. So yeah, there's a lot of action for you.
Ole, ole.
Alright, now it's time for the Toonami review. Alright, don't get a lot to say. Which is fun.
Ooh.
I actually like that. On Fina Pirate Princess. The crew reaches the place filled with hidden treasure, but the British Navy appears and attacks the samurai. Yukimaru and Fina, who had ventured into the far depths, come face to face with Abel, who had chased them down. Oh, and next week is the season finale, I believe.
Ooh.
On Batman Ninja. Batman and a cast of villains, including the Joker, are transported back in time to medieval Japan in this groundbreaking anime feature. And on Batman Under the Red Hood, Batman faces a vigilante who aims to clean up Gotham City, but does not follow his mortal code. And that is your Toonami review. And that is Steve for the rest of the show.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Brain, and good evening, everybody. And we have some late-breaking Newsapalooza for you. And what that news-breaking palooza is, the big old Hollywood strike has been averted as the... come on, give. As the folks at the international, well, the folks that, represent the behind-the-scenes gang, got a new big contract along with the American Motion Picture Union by a nearly unanimous, let's read it, Steve. IATSE appears to have got much of what it was asking for in a deal with the American Motion Picture television producers that averted a nationwide strike, including more rest between workdays, a significant investment in the health and pension plans, improved wages and working conditions on streaming shows, said IATSE International President Matt Loeb after news of the agreement. This is a Hollywood ending. Our members stood firm. We are tough and united. We went toe-to-toe with some of the richest and most powerful entertainment and tech companies in the world, and we have reached an agreement with AMPTP that meets our member needs, which means the following they got. Living wage achieved, improved wages and working conditions for streaming, retroactive scale wage increases of 3% annually, employer-funded benefits for the term, increased meal period penalties, including prevailing rate, daily rest periods of 10 hours without exclusions, weekend rest periods of 54 and 32 hours, Martin Luther King Jr. birthday holiday, diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, 13th and 14th checks for pre-August 2009 retirees, additional MPI hours for on-call employees, and expansion of sick leave benefits to the entire country. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So, there you go. And apparently everyone likes it. Even Mikey. And he'll like anything. Even like cereal. All right, let's get to the TV biz. Sex and the City author Candace Bushnell says HBO series wasn't feminist, weighs in on a sequel without Kim Cattrall. Sort of likes the idea. ESPN veteran reporter Allison Williams is out over Disney vaccination mandate. Let's see. Yada, yada, yada. America's Got Talent Extreme paused production. NBC can't get a break. First, it's Extreme Slip and Slide. Now, production on America's Got Talent Extreme has been paused indefinitely after an accident on set involving stuntman Jonathan Goodwin. An AGT spokeswoman said, "Our thoughts and prayers remain with Jonathan Goodwin and his family as he continues to recover from his accident on Thursday. In order to focus on the well-being of our crew, we will be temporarily pausing production on AGT-E and will resume the last few days of filming at a later date. The health and safety of our cast and crew continue to be our priority." And it was a terrifying accident. He was reported... Okay. Jonathan Goodwin reportedly was crushed between two cars in a daredevil stunt that went awry, causing an explosion on the set. TMZ reports that he was airlifted to a hospital and was in a trauma unit. An AGT spokeswoman told Deadline during a rehearsal last evening for AGT Extreme, an accident occurred in which escape artist Jonathan Goodwin was injured while performing his act. He was responsive and was immediately taken to the hospital, where he is continuing to receive medical care. Our thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family as we wait further updates on his condition. Taping paused on the Fremantle-produced show hosted by Terry Crews, who is host of the main AGT series alongside judges including Nikki Bella, Travis Pastrana, and Simon Cowell. The series, which showcases outrageous and jaw-dropping daredevil acts with extreme contestants competing each week in a series of wild stunts, is set for mid-season on NBC. How much you want to bet that, much like Extreme Slip and Slide, AGT Extreme will not see the light of air? Okay, let's get to more little excitement. Yeah, we've already done that. We've already done that. We've already done that. That. Come on, let's get to the frontage. Thank you. You gotta love this. Why? The Last Man has been canceled by FX on Hulu. Executive producer Eliza Clark announced via Twitter on Sunday. I didn't even know that was on FX on Hulu. We have learned that we will not be moving forward with FX on Hulu for a second season of Why, The Last Man. I've never in my life been more committed to a story, and there is so much to say. Yeah, that's true. Netflix. They've been in the news recently. Well, this time it's a little good news. They project the Korean language mega hit Squid Game will create almost $900 million in value. In a confidential document reviewed by Bloomberg News, well, you might as well say it's no longer confidential, Squid Game generated $891.1 million in impact value. Netflix proprietary metric disclosure of a title's economic contribution based on subscriber viewing. The 9-episode Netflix original series follows debt-laden contestants at a life-or-death competition to win a grand prize of $38.5 million. Following its debut on September 17th, the survival drama Are we on?
Yeah.
Okay. Following its debut on September 17th, the survival drama has become Netflix's most-watched series ever, amassing 111 million viewers in its first month. The series, directed by Hwang Dong-hook, what a name, was surprisingly cost-efficient to make. According to the internal document, figures estimate the show cost Netflix $21.4 million to produce, about $2.4 million per episode. That would make the 9-episode run cheaper in cost than The Closer, the recent controversial Dave Chappelle's comedy special, or a couple of episodes of The Crown. In the report, Netflix also revealed a newer total viewer figure. 132 million people watched at least 2 minutes of Squid Game in the first 23 days, obliterating the previously held record by the period romance Bridgerton. 89% of viewers who started Squid Game, approximately 117 million viewers, watched 75 minutes, and thus and so on. This is incredible. Why shows like this can't make it on regular television, but dang, they are hotsy-motsy. And Betty Lynn dies. Who is Betty Lynn, you might ask yourself? Well, she was a veteran actress who was best known as the girlfriend of bumbling Sheriff Deputy Barney Fife on the classic TV series The Andy Griffith Show. Passed away at age 95 of an undisclosed but brief illness. And speaking of brief illnesses, Saturday Night Live ratings continue to slip. This week, host Rami Malek. The show drew a 3.4 Household Live Plus same say rating in the 44-meter local markets, a 1.3 in the 18 to 49 range in 25 markets with local people meters. That was down by last week's show hosted by Kim Kardashian West with musical guest Halsey, which had a 3.8 and a 1.6. Last night's telecast, which featured surprise appearances by Malek's No Time to Die co-star Daniel Craig, matched the all-time demo low in the LPM market posted by the last 2 episodes of SNL Season 46, as well as the premiere of Season 47 2 weeks ago. Wow. Next week, or this Saturday, Jason Sudeikis will be host, a return of a popular cast member. Always draws a crowd in this case. Well, good luck. Let's see. Is that it? No, that's not it. We still got a little ditty to give you. It's called Halloween Kills. And with its movie and streaming release on Peacock. Halloween Kills, boys. Let's get to it. It grabbed Best Horror and R-rated opening records during the pandemic with a $50.4 million, even with Peacock day and date, which ain't bad. Let's see here. Sony Venom, Let There Be Carnage, chomped down a big chunk of the international box office as it swallowed a $62.3 million mouthful from 44 overseas markets. The Tom Hardy star now cumed 115.6 mil overseas, 283.7 mil globally. With 41% of its offshore footprint released, the film captured the number one spot in 39 markets, outpaced No Time to Die by 34%. And let's give you the Sunday update here. The Halloween Kills, 50.35 mil, 3-day total, slightly higher than what was yesterday morning off a 17.2 mil Saturday. And yes, friends, the third and what could be the final Halloween movie, which is tentatively titled Halloween Dies, will be coming out next year. So there, whether it's going to also be debuting on Peacock, well, that's debatable, as they say. So there you go on the entertainment point of that. Let's get a little bit more wrestling, and then we'll get the Arsenic and Old Lace out of here. Boop. I love it when we get things timed. In a recent interview with Nicholson Student Media, Bear Boulder, one half of AEW's Bear Country tag team, noted how despite a burly appearance, he and his tag team partner are nice guys. It's pretty much just two big burly guys who go in there. They're very mean, very stiff. They just beat the crap out of you and love it. Boulder said when they're on stage, they have so much more of a meaner, more aggressive persona. They get off stage, everybody will tell you, oh, they're the nicest guys to work with, which is true. They also revealed that the duo was close to splitting up their team until the opportunity with AEW came to fruition. Me and Joe actually thought about splitting up for a little while, but then when we got shot at AEW, when we killed it on our first time there, the fire was literally just back like that. The fire reignited in that instant. And also, some good news. Some other news that's AEW related. If I can find it here. Let's try that one, guys. Congratulations, a belated congratulations to the widow of Brody Lee, Amanda Huber, who is now working for AEW. AEW announced that Amanda will join her son, who's known as Negative One, on the roster, revealing that she is now All Elite as a part of the behind-the-scenes folks, work with the communities, I do believe. Yes. Let's see if I can find... to work on AEW's community outreach team. So congratulations, Amanda Huber. You are All Elite. And she's going to be working great with the communities and all that for AEW. And maybe she'll keep an eye on Dark Order. I don't know about you, Jay, but I thought it was pretty good that Amanda Huber came out to kick some Dark Order butt with the use of the rolled papers that her late husband made so famous, and literally knocked some sense into Evil Uno and company that they made up. So everything is good with the Dark Order. Okay, we got about 6 minutes left of the broadcast, and Bloodsport 7, Minoru Suzuki versus Chris Dickinson has been announced as a match for that little shindig. That's right. Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 7, which is Friday, October 22nd in Los Angeles. You can see that on FITE.tv. So here's the card updated for Bloodsport 7. Josh Barnett versus Tiger Ruiz. Dirty Tom Lawler versus Alex Coughlin. Calvin Tankman versus J.R. Kratos. Davey Richards versus Yuya Yamara. Yoya versus Starboy Charlie. Eric Hammer versus Bad Dude Tito. Marina Safer versus Masha Slamovich. And, of course, the aforementioned Minoru Suzuki versus Chris Dickinson. That is a very heady announcement. Very hefty lineup, too. And before we leave the old airwaves here, there's some backstage notes from last night's Uber edition of SmackDown. As noticed, the episode aired on FS1. There was the extra commercial-free half hour. According to a report, Happy Talk with Happy Corbin was produced by Sean Davari. Adam Pearce was the assigned producer for the Seth Rollins segment. Shane Helms was the producer for the Carmella versus Zelina Vega Queen's Crown Tournament semifinals. And Joseph Park produced the Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn King of the Ring Tournament semifinals match. And Brain, I gotta tell you, let's see, was there any more? The results of last Friday's show, we'll tell you about it on next week, because time dictates that we give an au revoir. Braun Strowman, by the way, is reportedly met with Impact's executive vice president to discuss a contract. And by the way, here's the answer to that question. When will Tessa Blanchard return to pro wrestling? Well, the temperature in Hell, Michigan is 54 degrees. Take the hint. It'll be a cold day in hell before she returns to a new wrestling promotion, with all the rap on her not looking good. So there you go on that. And I do believe that is it, Brain. We have survived my errors, and we have made it to the end of the broadcast.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening. This has been a presentation of Rainwave Entertainment in association with Mystifying Creativity Productions and Spreaker from iHeart Radio. For the Brain, I'm the Baxman. That's it. We're back next week.
See it.
Bye.
See it.